Hello, Skye Taylor here, and welcome to another Q&A. That's questions and answers to artist questions. If you have any questions on my videos, leave a question below and I will answer it. I answer everybody's question. And some of the questions I feel that some of the viewers will benefit from, I will put into a video just like this, a Q&A video, to where I will tell the answer to your question. Now, our first question, and remember one thing, these are all my opinion, okay? It's just my opinion. You ask me, I give you my opinion. You can do whatever you want. Okay, first question. This is in regards to tip and tricks number 10. It's where I tell you the secret on how to make modeling paste inexpensively by using compound and Mod Podge. By mixing them together, watch the video. If you haven't seen the video, link is below in the description. Check it out. Okay, our first question comes from Mo Mapes. Do you think Elmer's white glue would also work, or is there something in Mod Podge that makes it a better choice? Now she's talking about mixing Elmer's glue with the joint compound to make the modeling paste. I recommend Mod Podge, but okay. I know a lady that used joint compound, sold a lot of paintings. She never had a cracking problem, but then she started getting calls that her paintings were cracking and falling off because people that bought art weren't as careful at handling it. She had to give back the money, her reputation was shot, and she was mortified. I assume she didn't use anything to make it a bit elastic. Because of this, I've stayed away from artist modeling paste. I use lightweight stuff now because it makes my large paintings weigh much less. This sounds great, but I'm still a bit worried. Is there a joint compound that is light in weight? I will check it out the next time I'm at the hardware store. Okay. First of all, what this lady probably did, now I wasn't a fly on the wall, I have no idea what she did, but I'm assuming she just used straight joint compound as a modeling paste and put it on the canvas. Not going to work. It's a plaster, it has nothing to adhere to. And another thing, she could have primed the canvas or had a painted canvas. She might have primed her canvas first, then put this stuff on, double wrong. You know, when you are using joint compound mixed with Mod Podge, watch the video below for exact instructions on how to do this, folks. You don't want to vary and start putting in like Elmer's glue to cut down to cheap out. Believe me, this is so cheap to do. You know, modeling paste is, like I said in the video, it's like $20 for a little bottle. You know, you're going to get 42 pounds of joint compound in a big bucket if you buy that much. Then with a Mod Podge, it's going to go a long way. It ends up being pennies of painting. Don't change the formula. You know, I don't know what Elmer's glue is going to do. Don't know if it's even paintable. I don't know that. I know Mod Podge works. If you want to experiment on another canvas, if you want to change the formula, I wouldn't do it. Even to save more money. You're going to get by pretty cheap. Okay, so now this lady had put this joint compound on the canvases and probably just painted over it and it fell off. Yeah, that's a problem. You know, she could have primed the canvas first, you know. So that could be a real problem. But the reason why you want to mix the Mod Podge with it is because that the Mod Podge seeps down through the joint compound and sticks to the canvas. Now you never want to prime the canvas first. When you buy canvas, it's already gestoed, good enough. Don't put anything down between it, you know. So it'll adhere to it. Now if you want to take it one little step further, the area that you're going to be putting my secret formula modeling paste on, you could take Mod Podge and paint the canvas first with it in that area. Then put this joint compound down. Let it sit for a couple of days. It'll really lock it on good. Okay, let me make sure I've got everything here. Let's see. Okay, as far as the handling goes, she says that the people handle it rough. Well, let me tell you something. Any art has to be handled with care. You know, you can do damage to any painting. One time I had paintings and I didn't lean one up correctly, and I just watched it lightly fall over, and it actually put a hole in another painting, and it was just very light. I couldn't believe it. I was like shocked. I mean, it depends on you. You can do damage to any painting if you don't handle it properly. These paintings are no different. I mean, when you're doing with the modeling paste, yeah, you can damage it if you drop it. You know, paintings are supposed to be handled with care. I've done this on 7-foot long canvases, 7 feet, and carried them, and never had a problem and hung them myself. Yeah, you do get a little bit of weight to it. You do. But that's the trade-off. You know, it's okay. It's not going to make a difference. When it's hanging on the wall, what difference does it make if it weighs a little bit more, you know? Well, it doesn't make a difference if it's a lightweight painting or just a little bit heavier. You're going to put it on the wall, and that's it, you know. And especially when it's up against the wall, hanging on the wall, the weight stays there. You know, you're not going to have a problem if you properly, say it again, if you properly put it on the wall, you know, with a screw. I always use screws when I'm doing bigger paintings. You go to the hardware store and you put a screw in the wall, a couple of screws or whatever. You know, you don't want it to come down, especially if you're working with big paintings. Okay, so you have to handle the painting properly. Okay, enough with this. Okay, let's see. Question number 2 comes from, now I always murder names, so you gotta be patient with me. Sally, 2U, and 2 dogs. Okay. Does it matter what type of sponge I use with this technique? Now, what she's referring to is my how to varnish acrylic paintings. Now, the video link is below if you haven't seen that. I came up with an idea on how to varnish a painting using a sponge, and you could do it real quick and get a great finish every time. Done hundreds of paintings this way. Yes, it makes a difference what sponge you're using, because you want to be able to use a sponge that is flat on the bottom. You don't want a bunch of little holes in it, you know, because little holes cause streaks. Where do you get these sponges? You get them at Dollar General, the dollar store. But it doesn't matter where you get it. I paid $1 for it. But make sure that it's the yellow flat. Make sure it's very, very flat. Okay. And that will help you there. Okay. I had this person ask me questions before, and I always mess up the name, so I'm going to see if I can do it correctly. Kalahari Carey. Oh, I got you right. Okay. And this is in regards to nothing, which is just asking a general question. Okay. Do prints devalue your originals? And do they make it easier to get ripped off? I don't sample, but I don't want to be sampled either. Okay. What she's meaning is that if you do a print, is it going to devalue the original painting? Well, absolutely not. I don't think so. The original is always the original, you know. And if you can sell the original and then sell prints of it, the person that has the original, how are they going to complain? You know, they've got the original. You know, I don't see how it devalues it. I just don't. You could always make a limited edition on the prints if you wanted to, but, you know, I mean, I have it. I mean, I have a company that manufactures, that I have a contract with. They gave me a contract, and they make reproductions of my art on metal. And you can find it at Walmart, Overstock.com. And what happens is I get royalties. The paintings are long sold. The originals are long sold. I am making money off of the digital prints of it. So, yeah, and it didn't devalue, you know, it doesn't. Okay, now about sampling. You're terrified that maybe if you put a picture, you created this great painting and you put it on your website or for sale, somebody's going to click on it and not buy the painting, just click on it and make a copy and make a print. It does happen. I mean, there's a lot of digital thieves out there. I'm not going to say there aren't, but here's a way to get around it. What you want to do is you want to reduce the size of your picture. You know, if you're displaying it on your website or for sale, so nobody can right click it, and if they do, they're going to get not a great image if they try to blow it up. Now the way to do that is that after you take your picture, you take your photographs, you want to go to a company called websizer.com. Link below. Now you'll put your picture, it's all for free. You can transfer it. What you're going to do is you're going to transfer a large image file that you took from your camera. You always want to take the largest resolution. Say it again, Scott. You want to take the largest resolution you can when you're taking pictures of your camera. The largest resolution. And hopefully you have a high megapixel camera. But what you want to do is when you're putting on these websites, you want to reduce the size small, so that if somebody right clicks it and tries to expand it, it just pixelates. And Websizer will take your original picture, you go to this website, and you put in your picture off your computer, and it'll automatically downsize it 70 to 80%. But the thing is that even though it reduces it, compresses it, it looks exactly the same. You don't lose any image quality. It looks exactly the same. The only difference is that if somebody right clicks on your picture and tries to enlarge it, pixelates. So you are saving you won't have a problem if you do that. So link below, check it out. Okay, my next question comes from Deep Life. He writes, Skye, where I live, nobody likes non-intellectual abstracts. So he doesn't paint non-intellectual abstracts. You know what my suggestion to him was? Paint them anyways. Who cares? Paint them anyways. Maybe they'll jump on board someday. You'll be ahead of your time. Don't stop painting because people don't. Just do what you want to do. There's maybe in your community they don't like them, but there's a whole world out there that do. Don't limit your creativity because a few people in your town don't like what you do. Okay, well, that's my tip. I'm going to have my coffee, and thank you very much for joining me on this Q&A. I hope I answered a few of your questions. I'm just out of bed. It's really early. It's like 6 a.m., so I'm a little tripping over my tongue. This is my first cup of coffee. And if you have any questions at all, please put them below, and I will answer everything to the best of my ability. And like I said, we'll put it in a video. If you love this, give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next Q&A. Oh, subscribe. We've got a lot of tips and tricks coming up. We're doing painting videos, how to paint videos, and we're telling you everything. I'm telling you, over the period of my videos, I will tell you secrets no other artist will tell you for free. You know, you don't have to pay for it. I will help you any way I can. I'm the artist. I'm here for you. Ask me anything. I'll do my best to help you any way I can. Okay, well, anyways, talk to you soon. Subscribe. Thanks for watching. Blessings, folks.